Hi there, we are back for another episode of Shadowbringers and we follow up with the raid quests for Eden's Gate. We have to talk to Reen here in the MT at X6.1 Y 5.7. You can follow the playlist below this video to see what quests are before and after that quest. The level 80 quest, deploy the core. Rewards are quick arm material 7 and optional Heaven's Eye, Savage Aim, Savage Might. Reen waits anxiously for Thancred to return from surveying the vicinity. I wonder what's taking Thancred so long. Ah, there he is. Well, that was rather uneventful. Not that I am complaining. Did you find anything? No, thankfully. There's naught but barren plains in every direction, apart from Eden and Visley. I tried approaching it, and the brute didn't even seem to notice me. I thought it best not to tempt fate, so I withdrew. We should act now, before it's fully awake. Meaning what, exactly? When I think about the flood of light, I get the feeling that rather than destroying everything in its path, what it actually did was stop the flow of ether. Of course, that meant that all of the plants, animals, and people here could no longer survive. They must have crumbled to dust in the years since. But the ether is still here, lying dormant. If Eden is the one that caused it, maybe it can get it flowing again. I don't know for certain, but I think I can use Eden to bring life back to the MT. Now, hold on a moment. What makes you think that's even possible? And how do you expect to control that kind of power? Reen's aspirations may not be as preposterous as thou dost surmise. I believe Minfilia halted the flood of light at once, not by destroying Eden, but by silencing it. And in so doing, she has gifted us an opportunity too precious to waste. Even now, the flame of hope burns on. I, as Minfilia's successor, it standeth to reason that Reen does possess the means to exert her will over Eden, but such a monumental task is not to be taken lightly. What sayest thou, sweet? I imagine this is easier said than done. It would put Reen's life at risk. Of course it would. It would put Reen's life at risk, yes. There's more at stake than just my life. If Eden is allowed to awaken, who knows what will happen? I have to try. Very well, Reen. You've made up your mind, so how should we go about this? I have an idea. I've been studying it carefully ever since we arrived, and it seems to me that the light is more concentrated at a certain point. I suppose you could call it the core. The giant Talos had a core too. Like a beating heart, it controlled the flow of ether. If Eden's core is the same, perhaps we could use it to restore the etheric balance. The theory is certainly sound. By employing Ethernet shards as beacons, mayhap we could trace the ethereal flow to Eden's core, and in so doing secure the means to teleport to the very heart of the beast. Thankfully, the Settlement Council has kindly furnished us with a plethora of apparatus by which to perform such feats. However, we must needs first have Reen study the entity's interior and chart us a suitable course. Once we have reached our destination, I shall fabricate a means by which you may directly communicate with Eden, and mayhap exert a measure of control over it. You can really do that, Orianger? All credit is due to a dear friend, a gentle soul long since departed, who imparted to me a wealth of knowledge concerning ethereology. Although I am certain she would be all too quick to chastise my methodology. Excuse me for interrupting this trip down memory lane, but I don't imagine that Eden will be too happy about us rummaging around in its innards, for want of a better term. In all seriousness, though, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of welcoming party arranged for intruders. Perhaps you had best lead the way, sweet. It's true that she's the only one who can defeat a Light Warden, but I'd rather not rely on her any more than we have to. Yes, I've forgotten what happened when she absorbed too much light. But as Alice said, making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. Now, I wish I could put down wardens myself, but the simple fact is I can't, and there's no point pretending I can. That's why I'm asking Sweet. Then perhaps I could. You already have a job to do, remember? The only reason this plan even has a chance of success is because of your involvement. We need you to concentrate on the task at hand and guide us to the core. Not only that, you'll have to keep an eye on Eden itself. If we somehow manage to make it angry, get us out of here. Are you sure you want to go through with this? This is what I do best. For lack of any better plans, this one will have to do. Yeah. I won't let you down. Though we will remain here, Reen and I shall do our utmost to guide thee along the ethereal stream. After thou hast breached the exterior, we shall remain in contact via these link pearls, courtesy of our comrades in the Crystarium. Being relics salvaged from the Crystal Tower, I fear they may be somewhat less reliable than those to which thou art accustomed. Eden's Gate, Resurrection now accessible. Okay, Resurrection. Ah, there is the entrance. Now, let's see in the duty finder. We have unlocked rights for Shadowbringers, Eden's Gate, Resurrection. Reward 20 Tomestones of Goetia, 10 of Phantasmagoria. At the moment, this may change in the future. And we need item level 425 to have access. And my bard has item level 426. So I can go in. So. In the episode before this this was the episode that unlocked the whole raid. I showed you and at the end of the video where you can exchange tokens, tomestones and so on in Yulmore. If you have to increase your item level to get access to the raid, you can do hunts, or you can do some dungeons, or what have we here? Let me see, Duty Finder, the daily roulettes, so you can see. So you can increase your item level with in several ways. That was it for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the first of these raids in the next episode. Bye bye.